Alright guys, I am back. Welcome to part 2 of my top 100 favorite movies of all time. So far we've gone through numbers 100 to 91. Now we're going to get on to the other ones in this next part. So let's continue. Number 90. It's a film that got hated on a lot. I think I reviewed this film too way back when. But I think this is a highly entertaining movie. Or a really underrated movie, too. The Watcher. I don't understand why this film got hated on so much. I mean, Keanu Reeves got nominated for a Golden Razzie. I think he does a great job, despite him not wanting to do the movie. I think he does a great job. James Spader is your good guy. It's rare for him to be a good guy, James Spader. You also have people like Marissa Tomei, Ernie Hudson. I think it was just a interesting idea where James Spader is a good guy and Keanu Reeves is your villain. Thought it would usually be the opposite way. But it was really cool to see Keanu Reeves in this kind of role. But The Watcher, I think, is a really underrated movie. I don't understand why this film got hated on so much. I'm probably one of the only few that do like this film. But that's The Watcher. Number 89 is a film that everybody hates to death. It's a really weird movie, but I have a lot of fun with this movie. Loose Cannons. Another buddy cop film with Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd. Very weird movie. Dom DeLuise is in here as well. Ronnie Cox. Directed by Bob Clark, who did Christmas Story, Porky's, the original Black Christmas. Very weird. I mean, just look up the plot to this, Loose Cannons. Just a weird movie. Just a very strange film, but I have a lot of fun with the movie. Number 88, Predator. One of my personal favorite Arnold films. Love Predator a lot. I mean, what more can be said about Predator? It's fantastic. Fantastic movie. Love Predator. Number 87, Dumb and Dumber. Easily probably my favorite Jim Carrey film, Dumb and Dumber. This is just a very highly entertaining movie. Very entertaining movie. The back and forth with him and Jeff Daniels is fantastic. You also have Lauren Holly, Karen Duffy, Terry Garr, directed by the Farrelly brothers. Dumb and Dumber is fantastic. It's easily one of my personal favorite comedies. Dumb and Dumber is fantastic. Number 86, Running Scared. Another really fun buddy cop film with Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal. Another great film by Peter Hyams. I talked about this more, though, in some other videos before, but Running Scared is another really good one that I love. Number 85, Maximum Overdrive. Easily one of my personal favorite Stephen King films. Another one with Emilio Estevez in here. This is the new Blu-ray from Vestron Video, where they put a lot of stuff on this. But Maximum Overdrive is just a highly entertaining movie. It's gory, it's fun, AC/DC soundtrack, bazookas, a lot of really great funny lines of dialogue. Love Maximum Overdrive. I want to make sure I'm not losing count, or else that would suck. Number 84, Under Siege. One of my personal favorite Steven Seagal films, where Steven Seagal is Casey Ryback, who's a cook on this. He's an ex-Navy SEAL who works as a cook on this ship, and these guys take over the ship, led by Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey, and basically Steven Seagal has to go after them and save the day. It's just a really great movie, fantastic action film, easily one of Seagal's best movies. Directed by Andrew Davis, who gave us The Fugitive, Code of Silence with Chuck Norris, Collateral Damage with Arnold, things like that. Andrew Davis is a really solid director. Under Siege is absolutely fantastic. And I also even really enjoy the sequel, Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. But the first Under Siege is absolutely fantastic. Easily one of Seagal's best movies. Let's see here. Number 83, The Hills Have Eyes remake. Easily my favorite horror remake ever. This is just a really fun, entertaining movie. It's gory, it's action-packed, and I like the cast too. It has a really great cast in here as well. Let me get the cast here. Aaron Stanford, Kathleen Quinlan, Vanessa Shaw, Dan Bird, Ted Levine. Directed by Alexander Aja, who did High Tension, the Piranha remake, a lot of other stuff too. The Hills Have Eyes is, without a doubt, I think his best movie. This is a really great remake. Highly entertaining and action-packed. And it's really gory. Now, this one I have, but I had trouble finding it in the DVD closet, and I just figured I'd just mention it. I couldn't find the DVD in there because it was kind of difficult to find. I don't remember where I put it in there because I have a lot of movies in there. But number 82, Hard Target. Easily one of my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme films. It's a really entertaining movie. You have Lance Henriksen in there as well. Jean-Claude Van Damme and his mullet, Hard Target is just fantastic. Easily one of my favorite Van Damme films. Number 81. Number 81, Narrow Margin. You can see I have a lot of Peter Hyams films in my top 100 because he's a favorite director of mine. Because I've mentioned other ones in here that were directed by Peter Hyams. I figure I've mentioned like Running Scared. I mentioned that one. That was Peter Hyams. Things like that. And this is another one by Peter Hyams. Narrow Margin. This film didn't do that well when it came out. It got hated on quite a bit. But I really do enjoy this film. It's a really great thriller where you have Anne Archer is a witness to a murder and Gene Hackman has to protect her. And it's just a really great movie. It kind of reminds me in a way of Judgment Night, where it's about a person who witnesses a murder and they're on the run. Things like that. You have J.T. Walsh and M. Emmett Walsh in here as well. But I don't understand why this film got hated on so much. I think this is a really great thriller. And another really solid film directed by Peter Hyams. Love Narrow Margin. And the last one I'm going to show for part 2 is another film directed by Peter Hyams. This is number 80. I believe this is number 80. Let me check to be sure. Yeah, number 80. This is the last one I'll show for part 2, then I'm going to cover part 3. But number 80, Outland. Really great Sean Connery film. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. Where basically it's a western on Jupiter. Like it's a western in space. I think that's just a really cool idea, where it's a western in space on Jupiter. Really interesting idea. It's wonderfully directed by Peter Hyams. Yeah, it's a great musical score by Jerry Goldsmith. I think Sean Connery does a great job. And overall, Outland is just a really cool idea. You know, a Western in space. I like that. Love Outland. So that is it. I'm going to cover part 2 right here, and I'll see you guys in part 3.